Hello folks, this is William Rolfe with Gold Shield Enterprises Tree Service and Stump Removal in Raleigh, North Carolina. I wanted to do a review on a Vermeer log grapple. This is Vermeer's newer log grapple, the LG46. LG46. It's a heavy duty grapple made by Vermeer that will fit on any mini skid, or I'll say most mini skids on the market, the newer mini skids, the ditch witches, the boxers, etc. This particular log grapple I have on my Vermeer S800TX. It's been a very good machine for me. I'm in the tree business, so this is great for cleanups, moving logs, etc. So the LG46 log grapple, as you can see, is pretty heavily built. I think the other main log grapple on the market that a lot of tree guys use is the branch manager. I also looked at the branch manager when I was deciding which grapple I was going to go for. It seems to be a little more lightly built. This is a heavy duty grapple. Now what you lose in the grapple being a little heavier is how much weight you can pick up. The branch manager being lighter built, less steel to pick up, you can pick up a little more weight. But overall, I knew I was going to be hard on this equipment, so I wanted to go a little heavier. And you know, if I have to cut the pieces a little smaller, so be it. But you can see this thing has got a good bit of steel on it. Heavy billet steel in the back. There is a spike. It looks like a little wedge for splitting wood, but that's actually for stabbing into a log if you need to roll it over. This piece here is used for healing a log. I'll demonstrate that here shortly, but this is just your typical quick hitch. It comes on really easy, on and off really easy with the quick hitch. Very similar to a full-size skid steer as far as mounting and taking the thing off. It's got auxiliary hydraulic lines, just 2 lines that snap in real easy. This is the low pressure side, this is the high pressure side. You always want to run this type of equipment on the low pressure side of your machine if you have dual options for your hydraulic. Really easily located grease zerts on this. Also very important to keep everything greased, especially as much as this is articulating. This has got a four hole pin for this machine. This knob right here just pulls up, and you can turn that pin. Hopefully you'll be able to see this, but you can turn that pin and lock it so it's free to articulate in any direction. This is good if you're in a tight area and you have a lot of brush to move, a lot of small limbs. You can grab the limbs and kind of zigzag out of your location, and it'll just kind of follow naturally where you're dragging. You can lock this in any of these hole positions by just turning this pin back, and it'll drop down in and lock. You can see the different holes here. I find this direction is good for side loading logs into your dump truck. I don't know if you can see that 1-ton dump truck over there. It's got a load of chips in it right now, but I can load that truck. It's got short sides on it, from the side, no problem at all, and get up and over the side. I want to say this has got an 8-foot height at the pin for this particular machine, if I remember correctly. But this is the best way to side load. Lock that pin in where it's not articulating, and really good. And then you can spin it back to this position. Is best for rear loading, so you can grab a log and heel it on that bar that sticks out there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute, and just end load your dump truck. Just open up your barn doors on your dump truck and load it up. I've been very happy with this. I was not able to test the branch manager, so I can't attest to this grapple versus the branch manager as far as how well it works, but I've been extremely happy with this grapple since I've had it. It's pretty new. I've probably been using it 3 or 4 months now. You can see the cylinder inside. This thing has got a ton of grip pressure. I've had no problems with this not being able to keep a good grab on brush and logs. I can really pick up a big pile as long as you butt face all the limbs in the same direction. I can really pick up a nice big pile of brush and drag it and move it around at will to the chipper. I'm going to go ahead and start this up and just kind of show you a few examples of how this thing works. Let me make sure I get that pin locked in. I do. So in front of me, hopefully you can hear, I have a 12'6" poplar log. It's a little rotten, so it might be lighter than normal. But as you can see, if you plant that healer a couple inches from the end of the log, you can pick this up. Just got to be careful when you're picking things up this high, especially if it's heavier. You don't want to go too high until you know that the machine is not going to tip on you. So it's always safer to carry this stuff as low as possible until you get where you're going and you got something that you can drop the log on. This thing is controlled by this left lever here is what controls the articulation of the grapple itself. So let me just show you. It's a simple in out. You can also see, sorry for the noise, you can also see that this will fold up pretty tightly for transport and fold back in, so it's not out there hanging off your trailer. You can really get it compact when you're ready to load up and go home. So these are cypress, Leland cypress logs. I'm saving these for fence posts, but let me just show you, picking up a few of these. Heavy log. I'd estimate that to be about 700 pounds, 600-700 pounds. The butt is probably, 18-20 inches. It gets a little thinner as you go down, but as you can see, these grapples are pretty capable of picking up decent sized wood and moving it around in tight spots. I've been real happy with the grapple. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to answer. Been really happy with this log grapple. It does the work of 4 or 5 men. If you are kind of a solo operator and do a lot of stuff by yourself, this is a back saver. This is a lifesaver. You can do a lot of jobs that you just wouldn't be able to do by yourself, and maximize your profit rather than paying out a bunch of labor. But been real happy with the Vermeer LG-46. You can get these at pretty much any Vermeer dealer. If they don't have them on site, they'll order them and usually get them pretty quick. My local Vermeer dealer actually dropped this off right at my house, so it worked out well. So hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below.